There are 3 effective marketing strategies for coaches and consultants. I've personally tried all 3 of these strategies to get clients, and I'm going to show you how I did it in this video. First strategy is the case study outreach strategy, which I've learned from somebody on Twitter, or as we call it now, X. The second strategy is the relationship marketing strategy, which I've used to launch my business from scratch when I started out. The third strategy is the content strategy, which is what I'm using now to grow my business and find more clients more easily. So let's start with the first strategy, the case study outreach strategy. This strategy is based on a tweet from Hen Vance, which he posted on X a couple months ago. So full credit goes to him, and be sure to follow him because he keeps posting awesome tips. Over time, I have tweaked this strategy a bit so it works better for me, and it goes like this. First, you create a list of ideal clients for your business. Important here is that these are real people that you have looked up online. These are not hypothetical avatars, they are real people. So in this first step, you find their name and email address and you save it in a spreadsheet. In the second step, you research each person's business by looking at their website and looking at their social media profiles. What you are looking for is one result that they would be very interested in. For example, in my case, if I see that somebody has a newsletter and I see them actively asking people to sign up for their newsletter, one result that they would probably be very interested in is adding hundreds or even thousands of email subscribers to their list. Your goal is to have the name, the email, and one desirable result for each person in your spreadsheet. And remember, these people are not just any people, they look like ideal clients for your business. The more people that you can add to the spreadsheet, the better, but I understand that everyone has different time and resources available. So I think at the very least, add 10 contacts to your spreadsheet, and then every week dedicate 30 minutes per week to adding more people until ideally it reaches hundreds of contacts. So that was step number 1, creating a spreadsheet with ideal clients. Step number 2 is to create a case study where you show how you have achieved their most desirable result for yourself or for somebody else. In other words, you put something together that shows that you have already done the thing that they would really like to do themselves. In my case, I've put together the YouTube case study with Stephen Hyatt, where Stephen reached 500 subscribers in under 60 days. It was the perfect case study to show to ideal clients for my group program, where I help coaches, consultants, and solopreneurs create awesome videos. That was a case study I created for my example, but you want to create a case study that's best for your ideal clients and the results that they are looking for. Step number 3, you simply reach out to the contacts in your spreadsheet and you tell them about your success. Here is a simple example message. Hi John, I've recently helped Stephen Hyatt grow his YouTube channel to 500 subscribers in under 60 days. You can see the case study and how we achieved this here. Keep your message very short, don't try to sell anything, and really just let the case study speak for itself. Be sure that in your case study at the end you tell people how they can get in touch with you if they would like to have similar results for themselves. Then the fourth step is to follow up with the people that you've sent your case study to. What's really important is that you always be short, that you're never salesy and never pushy. The goal is that they just look at the case study and to find out if they would be interested in learning more about you. The key here is that you don't sell, you let them buy. That was the first effective strategy. I admit it takes some time to prepare all of this, but it is well worth it. Now let's look at strategy number 2, which is relationship marketing. Between you and I sometimes cringe a little when I hear the name relationship marketing, because intuitively building relationships doesn't feel authentic anymore if we do it for marketing. So if you have a better name for this strategy, please let me know in the comments. But that's what this strategy is most often called, relationship marketing. The way that this strategy works is that you grow your network and that you use every opportunity to learn about other people's goals and struggles. Notice that I didn't say the goal of the strategy is to collect leads and make sales, although that is a consequence of networking done right. But before you can collect leads and make sales, there's a crucial step in between, learning about other people's goals and struggles. If others don't tell you what their struggles and goals are, how can you help them in the first place? That's right, you can't, so don't skip this step. This strategy is arguably the easiest one for coaches and consultants to do because it allows us to do what we do best, building relationships and helping people get results. If you make it your goal to speak to at least 2 people per day, 30 minutes each, and you give them your full focus and attention, you will see dramatic results in your business and in your life. This strategy is really not complicated at all and anyone can do this. However, there is one concern or one question question that I very often receive. And that is, if you're helping people freely in these 30-minute calls, then why would anybody hire you? I have answered this question in great detail in another video called How to Help People and Make Money. If you're struggling with the idea of relationship marketing, then I highly recommend that you watch that video first. The point is that it was exactly this relationship marketing strategy that allowed me to launch my business from nothing, even though nobody knew who I was when I started. What I did is I built relationships on social media and I helped people get results until my very first client paid me $2,000 per month. And then my second client paid me $1,000 per month. And then it just took off from there. I have already written extensively about how I did it, including the exact messages that I would send to people. So I'm not going to repeat it all here. All of this information is inside my free guide, which you can download from my website. I'll be sure to put the link in the description below this video. And that brings us to the third effective marketing strategy, which is content marketing. I think it is no coincidence that every successful coach, consultant, and solopreneur eventually starts creating content. I believe that creating content simply is one of the best strategies to market yourself long-term and scale your business long-term. The reason it's often difficult for new coaches and consultants to do content marketing is because they are desperate for fast results now. So I guess this long-term approach causes too much anxiety and even fear of missing out. The reason I value content marketing so highly is because it makes it incredibly easy for me to help people who are interested in me and what I do. Let me explain. Starting a conversation with someone who has no idea who I am is quite difficult. Their skepticism is usually sky high and you have to be very careful and patient in your communication. And sometimes people shut you down simply because they don't know who you are. But when you're putting content out there, people see you and observe you, and very often they will know who you are before you even send them the first message. It makes starting conversations so much easier, and I love that. Another advantage of content marketing is that people will start to approach you instead of you having to go after them. See, every time somebody follows you on social media or writes a comment on one of your posts, that is the beginning of a potential conversation. And at this point, I'm already getting contacted often enough that I can focus more on what it is that I really want to do, which is helping people and getting them results. Alright, so how does this strategy work? First, you pick one social media platform that you personally like. There is no right or wrong here, just pick one that you feel comfortable with. Step number 2 is that you start creating content and you post daily. You really have to post every day for this to work well. And step number 3, there is another thing that you have to do daily, and that is commenting on other people's posts. This is so crucial that I would say for every piece of content that you post, you want to comment on at least 5 other people's posts. This is how you start your network on your social media platform, and this is also how you draw attention to your content when you're starting out. Now, step number 4 is that when you post content, you also want to pay attention to the performance. Always ask yourself, which content performed better? Where did I get more likes, comments, or views? And then you create more of that. Also, number 5, be sure that you optimize your profile and have one single call to action. This call to action should go to something that you give away for free if people enter their name and email address. And the 6th and final step is very important here. When somebody follows you on social media, send them a private message thanking them for following you. Also, when somebody downloads your free thing, send them an email and thank them for downloading it. The key to these messages is that you are very personal, authentic, and you avoid all salesy talk. What I've just shared with you here is just the beginning. If you want to really master content marketing, then you have to watch this video here next, where I discovered the 3 content secrets that only the best and biggest social media accounts do. I'm Morris from CreateGrowProfit. If you found this helpful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.